I used to have this joke with a friend of mine that like you have like a quota of luck in your life. Like you have like an allocated amount of luck in your life. And then if you use it up, then you're like not lucky anymore.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's like we used to talk about that. But then one time we went to it was like the 100th Grey Cup, and it was in Toronto. It was Toronto versus Calgary. And randomly, like my uncle in Calgary got me tickets, and I went with this guy that I was seeing. And then my friend, this is Deanna, she was like, she wanted to go. And so she ended up getting the guy that she was seeing to like somehow get her tickets. And he got them through somebody at work in like Brampton, whatever. And so we like met beforehand and we like hung out. And then we're like, okay, we'll meet after. We'll go watch the game and then we'll meet after. And so we went to go pick up our tickets. And then when we went to go sit down, we're at the Rogers Center, right? So it's like we're like 52,000 people. And we were somehow sat beside each other.
Whoa.
Like same row. There was actually 2 seats in between us, but those people didn't show up.
What?
And it was Deanna and her boyfriend and then me and the guy that I was seeing. And we were like, what the hell? And then we were so angry because we're like, did we waste our luck on this?
And then leaving the Rogers Center, you got hit by that car?
We're like, this does not make our life better in any way. Like would rather if it's a 1 in 52,000 chance.
Yeah, I'd rather win the 50-50 or the lottery or something.
Exactly.
Do you think you have used your luck since, or do you consider yourself a pretty lucky person? Or was that the best? That was the pinnacle?
That was it. No, I think I'm probably a pretty lucky person. I think that it regenerates.
If that's true, Yami, if you're only given a certain amount of luck in your life, do you think you've used up all your luck, or is it luck to come?
No. I think it's luck to come. I think like bad things happen to you and that ups your luck quotient.
Oh, it's like a karmic.
Yeah, it's like if you get hit by a car, you get a couple extra luck points going on. If you
gotta fix that.
I wasted my getting hit by a car luck points.
Yeah.
On sitting next to Deanna at the Grey Cup.
You don't get to choose.
And
where
not even
luck
the
comes
Super
in.
Bowl?
I know it's like the CFL. Nobody even wants to.
I like to think of myself as pretty lucky and have plenty of luck points.
Is that a manifestation thing? Like you're trying to will yourself to be lucky?
Well, they say that if you think of yourself as lucky, then you will be lucky.
Yeah.
So I like to think of myself as lucky.
I like that.
What does that mean? I don't know. Who cares? But I just think I'm going to win everything I do. Like I play roulette, put $100 down on black, lose. Like, well, I
guess they want 200.
I guess that $100 was bad luck.
Right. Yeah, you didn't want that.
Yeah, it wasn't you.
Didn't want that.
Yeah, you would have spent that on cigarettes or something.
Exactly. Had to get rid of it because it would have been, it would have done something bad with it.
Evil money. I used to think that like you only given in a similar vein so many conversations in your life, and if you work a job like a server or a bartender, you go through those conversations too quickly. Like maybe a human being's only supposed to have 10,000 conversations with somebody, like with everybody. Maybe a human being's only supposed to have 10,000 conversations in their entire lives. But when you work a service job like that, you know, you're using those conversation quotas too quickly. That's why you see someone who's like a bartender for like 7 years and maybe they're a bit of an asshole.
This just seems like justification of being an asshole. And like I love the idea of you working a service job and like explaining to your boss.
Hey, I'm not an asshole. I've just had too many
Like, no,
conversations.
I just gotta save my conversations.
I can only do one a day. Yeah, that's why you should nod more. You know,
Say less. Not
say
more.
less. Yeah.
So that's like,
It was a weird thing to think of, like that you would ever run out of conversations.
Don't you think though, like that you get more bitter over time? Like you meet an 80-year-old guy, he doesn't care. He's kind of like curmudgeon-y.
Yeah, but like the conversation doesn't cost you anything.
Tell that to my grandfather.
But also, most of the time as a server, you're not supposed to be talking. You're taking the orders. Maybe that was your problem. That's why you're bad in the first
no,
place.
but as a bartender, you're like supposed to talk.
Right? Yeah. Someone's like,
I believe that you're
my
supposed to
daughter
listen.
cracked her skull today. Any advice?
And you're like, go home, Brian, you're drunk. But that's like I feel like we've talked about this before. The hangover theory too, that it's like you're only allocated a certain amount of fun, and when you get drunk, you steal fun from the next day. So that's why you're hungover.
I think the first person I heard say it was the comedian Pete Holmes, and I love it. It's like you spent.
Oh, is that like a thing that somebody says?
That's where I heard it, but it's brilliant. It's like when you're hungover because you spent today's fun already.
Oh yeah, maybe I heard it from you who heard it.
I love it. It's because it's exactly that. And sometimes, like, I get really, really bad hangovers too. So I'm always like, oh, it wasn't worth it. That was the 3 a.m. fun I spent.